Hello, dear senators and colleagues. My name is Senator Mo Johnson, and I represent the College of LASD, which is all of the social science majors in the Illinois Student Senate. I prepared this video for our Wednesday night excursion, in which we will collect and record the condition of the emergency phones on campus, how many phones there are, their locations, and first-hand surveys from those students around the emergency phones, and essentially gauge their understanding of the concept. First, I have 3 things I need to explain before Wednesday night, and this information will not be repeated, so please watch the entire video. I'm going to first explain the appropriate attire for Wednesday night. Secondly, I will explain the proper use of the radio walkie-talkies. Thirdly, I will explain the survey portion and what to take note of at each emergency phone. Fourthly, as a side note, I will somehow reiterate some of this. So, I'm going to begin with explaining what is the appropriate attire. You might ask yourself, clothes. That is right. Clothing is the appropriate attire always. But there is a specific type of item that I'd request you all to wear simply because it is much easier to identify ourselves when we all wear this and we look cohesive, we look like a cohort, we look like a team. And that is an Illinois pullover sweatshirt or some sort of Illinois pullover. And I have some here that I'm going to demonstrate. This would count right here. This is Illinois. It has like a sort of, I don't know, like something you'd wear in a rain, and you pull it right over, and it says Illinois right across the chest. And then secondly, any Illinois sweatshirt, preferably not the darker one. This is the only one I have clean right now, but, the bright orange so that we can stick out in the night. I'd also urge you to wear walking shoes, as we will split our team into 2 groups and we will meet collectively on the quad. One half of the team will begin at the 6-pack and the other half will begin at par far over there. And we will collectively walk between First and Lincoln, Kirby to University, campusing the campus to find as many phones as possible. So there is quite a bit of walking that we will do in this one night. So please wear comfortable shoes and some sort of Illinois sweatshirt or pullover. If you don't have an Illinois sweatshirt, please just wear some sort of top that says Illinois on it. So secondly, I will explain the proper use of the radio walkie-talkie. These are the radio walkie-talkies. They both have 36, or the box says that they have 36-mile range. I think that's debatable. I think that is truly debatable, but, we won't have that argument. They will both be on Channel 3 for Wednesday. My week starts on Monday. Channel 1 is Monday. Channel 2 is Tuesday. Channel 3 is Wednesday. So, make sure your radio walkie-talkie is on Channel 3. At midnight, if we happen to be out so late, there will be a message 10 minutes beforehand saying, please switch to Channel 4, because it would be Thursday. I am going to now demonstrate proper use of the radio walkie-talkie. So I'm going to sit this one down. Here on the side is the button that you use to speak with. Right under it is a light. It will be very dark. You will probably need this light to see the screen. There you go. Without the light, the screen is dark. With the light, the screen is lit. So please get very familiar when you figure out in your team who the communicator is. Please get familiar with the light. Secondly, you want to press the button and hold it. This radio walkie-talkie has already started to pick up on the sound. You want to press the button, hold it, speak into it directly. Do not, please note, do not talk so close to the walkie-talkie that it becomes difficult for the other team to understand what you are saying. Here is an example. I need backup. I need backup. I was saying, there is an emergency on 1st Street. I need help. That did not sound anything like that. So please, do not put your mouth so close to the speaker that the other side cannot understand what you are saying. Thirdly, there are a couple of codes that you need to know that we will be going through. 10-4 is okay. Okay, I have received the information. Are you at the 6-pack? The other person would pick up and say, 10-4, I am at the 6-pack. 10-4 means okay. The other code that you will need to know is *33. *33. *33 means, are you at an emergency phone right now? If you are at an emergency phone right now, you respond with 10-4. Now that I have explained how to use walkie-talkies and the appropriate attire, I will now explain the survey portion of the excursion. Please bring something to write with and something to write on. I have a clipboard, and I have paper that goes on that clipboard, so I will be using that. And the first thing that you want to take note of at the emergency phone is its location. Now, some of these phones may be very difficult to spot. However, those very difficult to determine where their location is. However, those phones, you simply mark the nearest landmarks, i.e., there's one I know for sure between the bell tower and Mumford Hall. The bell tower, Mumford Hall, right there is one, and you would just mark the intersection that it's at. Those that are on the corner, for example, there is one at 4th and Peabody. That is the location. Mark the location there. After you've marked the location, please take a picture of the emergency phone. I will ask at the end of the night that all these pictures be emailed to me so I can print them off and include them in the report for each phone that I mention, but please take a picture. Once the picture is taken, once the location is marked, please take note as to whether or not there is an actual phone in the emergency phone stand, as some of them I have seen do not have phones. Then please note if there is a box covering this phone. These boxes also have a spot where you can put on a lock. Please note whether or not there is a lock on the phone. If there is a lock on the phone, please record it. If there's not a lock on the phone, you don't have to record that portion. Thirdly, I would like you to step further away from the phone and see how visible the light up top is. Check to see if the light works. And then fourthly, the general condition of the phone. Is it beat up? Is there graffiti over it? Is it behind a bush or a tree? Please take note of all of this information. While you are there, also please record how many people walk past this emergency phone, how many people walk past this emergency phone alone, etc. Now, thirdly, I will explain the survey portion. So after we have scoured the campus and collected all the information on every emergency phone there is on this campus Wednesday night, we are going to travel toward 2 to 3 bars, and we will wait outside and we will record how many people leave that bar walking home alone, how many women leave that bar walking home alone, and how many emergency phones there are on the paths that they go. We will not be following anyone. This part of the report will be very questionable, as we will only record how many people leave out of the bar and ask them quick survey questions, i.e., is there an emergency phone on your walk home? Do you know what an emergency phone is? Would you rather have an emergency phone or your cell phone in case of an emergency? those are the types of survey questions that we will ask those who are willing to participate. Once all this information is collected, it will be recorded and we will begin to write our report. If there are any questions, please feel free to email them, chat me, text me, call me, or ask them Wednesday night when I go over this very briefly in a 3-minute PowerPoint presentation. That's 3 slides, 1 minute a slide. That is the end of this video. I thank you all for walking. Well, I do thank you for walking soon enough, but I thank you all for watching and participating in what I consider to be one of the most exciting times that we will have this year, doing work for students and enjoying ourselves. Thank you very much, and I will see you Wednesday night.